pass by Gainesville on our hurry to get to the beautiful Florida beaches, but recently we were able to spend a few days in Gainesville. We made a travel guide with the places to see and eat to give you ideas of what to do when you get here. I won't be mentioning the University of Florida, home of the Florida Gators, because duh, that's too obvious. But speaking of Gators, Gainesville is a great stop to see some. I've been to Florida countless times, but like I said, in our hurry to get to the beaches, it wasn't until recently that I finally got to see some alligators in the wild. So it's definitely something you don't want to miss. And boy did we see some beasts of an alligators on this first stop. This is the Alligator Trail. It's part of Payne's Prairie Preserve. The trail is 3 miles round trip, but sometimes it's closed due to flooding, as was the case when we visited. But the boardwalk is always open and definitely worth a stop. It's teeming with birds and alligators. The trail is beautiful with those mesmerizing Spanish moss-draped live oaks. There's a wildlife notice that a bison has been observed in this area, so apparently that's not a common occurrence here on this side of Payne's Prairie. On the other side, they roam wild, so probably one got through somehow to this side. It's just so beautiful. At the end of the boardwalk, we came upon these huge alligators. At first glance, they didn't look real, almost like cement statues. This was definitely a highlight of our visit to Gainesville. They look like they're lazy and slow, but they do run really fast.
There's one swimming over there, see? You can walk down the path where the white sign is and keep going, but because of the hurricane, the path is completely flooded underwater. But imagine walking down the path out there.
So we definitely did not expect to see those giant gators basking in the sun right here. That was such a surprise. The 43rd Street Deli has 2 locations in Gainesville, right here. I read the reviews, they are really good, so I'm excited to try it. So they have a different weekly breakfast special menu, and I'm gonna get the apple cranberry pecan waffle and the pot roast belly buster. And they have all of this stuff right here. Thank you.
You guys got it figured out.
I think we're ready. Can we get the pot roast belly buster with the hash browns, eggs over medium with the biscuit? Also the apple cranberry pecan waffle.
All right, I'll put it in right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because it has the beef, mushroom, hash browns, egg. Got a little bit of mushroom beef in there. Oh my goodness, that's good. You can really taste the apples in here, and it's so good. 10 out of 10.
It's really good. Sweet and sour. It all mixed together really nicely.
Our first stop at 43rd Street Deli was a success. That was delicious. Highly recommend if you're in Gainesville. The one location is right off 75, so there's really no excuse to not stop by. Gainesville has a few free museums. The Harn Museum of Art and Florida Museum of Natural History are free and open to the public. The Harn has recently acquired the largest collection of Florida-themed art in the world. We spent a few hours in the Natural History Museum checking out the exhibits all about the unique and wonderful place that is Florida. Exhibits on the natives, the ocean life, the Floridan aquifer, and the flora and fauna of Florida are some of what you'll see. Look how intricate the beadwork is on this. They're so tiny. It's so beautiful. It's possible to make a rope out of the Spanish moss. I love how they do these giant replicas and you can see everything in detail. It's so cool. There's a wall of these beautiful shells, and we're just looking at the ones that we've already found. And we found these lion paws, but I don't think I have a full one. There's some cool ones, like a light pink one here, the orange ones we found. Look at this giant lion's paw. And we found this compass shell. We found this flat scallop one. And these like jewel boxes, those crazy looking ones. These angel wings. So beautiful. There is a butterfly rainforest exhibit that is $14 per person and a fossil exhibit for $7 per person. We chose to check out the butterfly rainforest exhibit and it was beautiful. They have hundreds of free-flying butterflies and birds from around the world along with turtles and fish. We strolled through the lush tropical landscape with the sound of waterfalls and the butterflies fluttering around. It was lovely. Our final stop for today, decided to stop by Alice Lake. Across the street from the lakes are the world's largest occupied bat houses. During sunset, they all come out and start feeding. I'm picturing a whole flock of bats just coming out of the house and just swarming around. So let's see if that actually happens or not. Bats come out around 15 to 20 minutes after sunset, so we explored Lake Alice a bit while we waited. Lake Alice is another spot where you are sure to spot alligators, admittedly not as large as the ones we saw on the Chua Trail. So there appears to be a crowd forming around the bat houses. The parking lot's getting full. There's people over there and down there. So we'll see. Do you see that swarm of bats over there? Do you see that swarm? Yeah, it's too dark for the camera to pick it up, but that's insane. There's some going the other way too. It's really hard to see because it's dark. They come from underneath the house.
Yeah, we thought it would come this way too.
Whoa. That's a lot of bats. We just saw the bats feeding.
There was a lot of them.
There was a
really
lot,
dark.
but it was so dark you could barely see them. And they kind of went the other end towards the tree line. They didn't go towards us. but it was still cool. There's still a few flying around.
It did smell really
Oh
strong.
yeah. It started smelling really bad from after they came out. It's still worth it to come here and look at him once at least. And when else you're gonna see a giant bat house? Bats coming out feeding. We're here on a Saturday. The parking lot's free, and it's just a cool thing to do on an evening. Check out Satchel's Pizza since it was on everyone else's travel guides for Gainesville. Let's see if it lives up to the hype.
I got the lunch special. It comes with the salad. I got the steak, white onion, mushroom, and bacon.
Steak, red onion, sun-dried tomatoes, and mushrooms.
I also got the cola. It's homemade. Pretty good. Tastes different than normal. Good.
And it's really good. There's pockets of sauce that overpowers everything sometimes, so I think if they tone down that a little bit, it'd be perfect. But when I get a nice blend of all the ingredients, it's so good. I just brought out the dessert menu. You look at it through this little toy thing and you pick what you want. That's pretty interesting. I've never had that at a restaurant before.
Just looking at all the desserts in here. I remember these were around when we were kids. I think you changed these pictures out. Desserts are in here, the pictures. And then the prices are on here. So we want to get the chocolate cake. They actually don't have it today, so we're going to get the carrot cake.
This is carrot cake, by the way, with cream cheese frosting. I was worried it was going to be too overly spiced, but no, it's perfect.
Pretty big slice also.
I like it. After eating, we explored the eclectic venue. We enjoyed the food, but exploring the place was the real attraction here. Looks like we'll be including Satchel's Pizza in our travel guide too. There's a little plant sale section here too. You can buy a few plants if you want. We could have eaten here, we just didn't know that it was so extensive, the whole place. There's so much more in the back of it. We just thought it was that front seating area, that's it. Look how awesome this is. There's even a plane up here. We walk up the stairs here. There's a little cat over there sleeping. Just such a cute outdoor seating area. Just getting ideas how to make your own. Just need a fence, paint it, hang some stuff, plants on it, table, and surround yourself with a bunch of tropical plants. So pretty. Greenhouse room area. This area is nothing is for sale, but you can definitely look. Fern ball just hanging from that live oak. Nick next to the big fern ball so you can see how big that thing is. It's amazing. So cool. We are at Morningside Living History Farm, but we came here on a Monday when it's closed. It's closed Sundays and Mondays. We're still gonna walk, see what it's all about, but it has animals. It's like a living history farm. This one's in Gainesville. If you want to check it out, you can come out Tuesdays through Saturdays because Sundays and Mondays are closed.
It's free.
Yeah, it's a free thing to do. And it's in a whole nature center, so you can hike around here too. You don't have to go just to the farm. It's a beautiful day today, so we're still gonna go hike. Nick loves his cabins. He's excited to see this here.
I would definitely live in this.
A Florida cabin.
Yes.
hibiscus or Roselle red plant in their garden here. Look at how big they grow here. The actual fruits that you use to make the hibiscus teas and stuff, because they have a long growing season here, so they definitely mature here. I have a full video on that, trying to grow these in Ohio. Barely worked, but I did get one crop one year. This is their garden here. Got done walking through the history farm and we enjoyed it. I saw mandarin oranges for the first time in Florida. I'm just like amazed by being from Ohio. I'm like, ah, so cool. Nick loved the cabin. We saw the animals. So even if it's closed, it's still definitely worth just walk around and check it out.
Pretty much you see all the animals because they're outside. The only thing you can do is go inside the house. But other than that, it's even better though because there's like 2 other people here.
Yeah, there's nobody here, so
you get all to yourself.
Making a quick stop at Devil's Millhopper geological site in Gainesville. Gonna stop and see what's going on. Dang.
It's really deep though.
That's so deep. That's crazy. Okay, we're headed down the stairs here, down into the sinkhole. See how far this boardwalk stairway goes. This thing is pretty deep. Slide into the sinkhole, the trees breaking off and sliding down. The little waterfalls. Interesting stop. So we decided to stop by Noonan's Lake. The sun is setting and it's just magical right now. We visited the historic Haile Homestead. What remains of the plantation is the 6,200 square foot home built by 56 enslaved laborers. For $5, you get a tour of the inside of the home. What makes it unique is that the family wrote on the walls, and all of it is still preserved just as it was. To see the handwriting of the family and their visitors on the walls really personifies the history of the place. They may be lost to time, but their little notes or signatures are still here for now. On a lighter note, have you tried boba tea? We stopped for some boba at Tea Story. You order on the computers. They had cute decorations for Christmas. got some Tea Story boba tea. If you've never tried boba tea, you should. My brother introduced me to boba tea years ago and I've loved it ever since. Tea Story has 2 locations, one in Gainesville, one in Tampa, and we wanted to get some boba tea and walk around in downtown Gainesville. From Tea Story to downtown Gainesville, it's like 15-minute drive, so we already drank most of it. But we still have a little bit left, so we're gonna go walk around. I got the split cup. Tea Story's first location I've seen that has like a split cup thing, which is interesting. I got 2 flavors, one strawberry rose and London fog, and I really like the strawberry rose. And Nick got honeydew, and you can't go wrong with honeydew. It's good everywhere, any location that you try boba tea at. Try some boba tea, get some to walk around the cute little downtown here. Let's go. That's it for our travel guide to Gainesville. Feel free to leave your favorite Gainesville stops in the comments. If you found this guide helpful or enjoyable or both, please hit the like button. We are currently traveling the states in our truck camper, so if you would like to follow along on our travels, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.